Hey guys, how's it going? Cloudwolf here, and today we are working on, well not working on, I'm going to show you this new data pack I made. It's part of the Map-Maker'sToolbox. It's one of the lightest data packs I've ever sent out there, but I've actually been using it for the past, oh man, maybe 8 months, maybe even longer than 8 months. I've been using it secretly myself, keeping it in hiding from you. But it is the object linker, and this is basically how a simple data pack that handles all the multiplayer compatibility for you. Kind of. I mean, you have to do some stuff, and we'll go over what you need to do, but it handles kind of the convention. Anyway, so to download it, I guess I'll show that first. So you're going to go to the link in the description, or when you click the link in the description, it'll download immediately. And then you will drag the zip file. Let me just send to compress zip. So you will drag the zip file into here. You go to your .minecraft, your saves, your whatever save you want, and then go to data packs and you drag it into there. Then you just extract here. And yes to all. Okay, so once you extract it though, make sure that when you go inside, it says data and pack, okay? If it says CW linker, then drag that folder into the data packs folder because you ended up with 2 folders, which you shouldn't. Anyway, so the OBJ linker v1.0, link entities together for multiplayer compatibility. Now, normally I would have a demo for you guys in the very beginning, but I kind of am doing it a little different this time just because I want to make it with you, and also I'm low on time. Anyway, so if you click this, it will give you more info, and it'll give you a big wall of text that kind of tells you briefly how to use it, but I'll be showing you how to use it anyway. So what it does is it has a set of functions, and they're pretty simple functions. There is these are all your functions that you can work with: new link, link object, join link, find objects, end link, and clear link. So I'm going to use commands with this data pack to show you how it works, just because it's faster than me making a data pack, but know that all this works in data packs. So you don't really have to think about how the system works, but really the way it's working is there's a scoreboard, and when you get on this link, you're getting the same number as the other entity that is supposed to be on the link. So since my score is 1 and a creeper's score is 1, then it links us together. And it just has ways to handle that, and you're never going to have the same. When you make a new link, they'll never be the same link. But anyway, so what we'll do is we will do a initialization. So we're going to do summon pig, and we're going to give it some tags. We're going to call it new, and we will also call it piggy. Okay, so then we will make this guy invulnerable and no AI. Okay, so we have a piggy. Ignore that. Little sneak peek for an upcoming data pack. Anyway, so we got this piggy, and he has no AI. So now we need to link it with the player. So what we do is we go execute as @e tag equals piggy, tag equals new. So some piggy that's new. We are going to @s run function olink : new link. And this is how you're always going to start like a new, if you want to make a new entity or start a new system that has entities linked together. I don't think you need the @s for this, but I just keep @s for whenever I want to use these functions as a kind of a rule. And let me do that way. Okay, so this will now put the piggy on a link, but I also need to put the player on a link. So we will go execute as @the piggy, tag equals new, as @p. So you always have to, if you want to add a player to, or an entity to the link, you have to play the command from the position of the thing with the link. And then as the entity you want to add to the link. So then you do run function olink : join link. So this join link is going to, so the new link is going to create a brand new link for this entity, just for this entity. Nobody else can be on the link. Okay, Then join link lets you join the link of a specific entity, being the piggy. So this will put me on the piggy's link. And then we will do tag at e tag equals piggy, tag equals new, remove new. So this basically just lets you remember, well, any other piggies that are alive are not going to get this new update of link and entities because they don't have the new tag. Okay, so I do that, and now there's a piggy on my link. So how can I use a piggy on a player's link to my advantage? And this will be multiplayer friendly. So we just do execute as at a at s run function olink find objs. Now there is a caveat to this. So it's not multiplayer friendly if you do it in a command block because of the way commands work. What you would want to do is probably use this in a function, but use these commands, because it's not necessarily multiplayer friendly, but the find objs will be if you use it in a function. It'll work for this instance, but just so you can see what's going on. Anyways, so now we do execute at p or at a run tp at e tag equals o linked distance equals 0.1 dot dot to at s. Okay, so that is pretty much it. Now you can just see, well, let's just go like this. As at a, at s. Oh, and then change this to distance equals 0.1. And there you go. So it won't TP me because distance is 0.1. Makes it so that the entity, it won't select me because I am not 0.1 away from myself. And that's just some extra stuff. This is obviously a little bit more advanced. But anyway, so now we have the piggy and he's teleporting to me. So this technically would be kind of multiplayer friendly. To really make sure it's multiplayer friendly, what you need to do is hop into whatever data pack you have. Let's go into starter pack, and I'll just mess with the starter pack. So here's my main function, my looping function. This is how I would make it multiplayer friendly with the looping function. So we do execute as at a, at s, run function, and then we will call this starter : disguise. So we would just do that, and then in the disguise function, now everything will be multiplayer friendly. So we go into the disguise function. Now inside the disguise function, we do function olink find objs, and what it'll do is it'll give a tag to every entity that is on the link of this particular player, and then you can do tp at e tag equals olinked to at s. Type equals not player, or whatever you want to do. So if I type reload, now let me disable these commands and do Datapack enable file starter pack. There you go. So now the piggy is teleporting to me, and even faster than before, because functions are better than command blocks. But anyways, so the disguise works. You would obviously make the piggy on your team so it doesn't collide with you and all that junk. I'm not showing you how to do disguises, but this is multiplayer friendly, guaranteed, as long as you use these the correct way. The main thing to get out of this is all you have to do is to link it, you play new link as the entity that you want to be the start of the link. To join a link, you play at the entity as the entity you want to add to the link. Then that's it, and then you just do that once. And then now anytime you want to reference something, you play a command as some entity that's on a link, and you run find objs, and it'll give a tag to everything that is also on the same link as that entity. The reason this doesn't work in command blocks is because it will run find obj. If I do it like this, what it does is it goes to CloudWolf, then it plays all these commands. Then after it plays all the commands for CloudWolf, it'll play them for somebody else on the server, right? The next player on the server. But with commands, what it'll do is it'll just go to every single player and tag everything with the O linked. So the only one that will actually get it, the correct tags would be whatever the last player on the server is considered by the game, probably the lowest, like the closest to Z, because commands don't have kind of order like that, and you can't break off into subgroups. But anyways, that's pretty much it. It's a little bit complicated, but also really useful once you get the hang of it. I use it in almost everything. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.